with the lovely
Alex from ChelseaGrin.
There we go. Now, ChelseaGrin is on tour all summer. I'm sure you guys know who they are. Get stoked for the new album. It's pretty good, pretty good. Alright, so this is Warped Tour Round 2 for you. How does this compare to the last time you guys played?
I mean, it's kind of all just like a nostalgic feeling, really. Like Warped Tour is something that I've always like dreamed of playing since I was younger, and you know, to be able to do it once, let alone twice, is kind of just like so cool to me. It's just like one of those personal accomplishments. It's like yes, you know, like yes.
Like dream achieved.
Yeah, yes, and we do it like 100 more times, so it's cool.
Yeah. Like, are the fans like different this year compared to last time, or are there different interactions?
I mean, our fans, like, it's always like the crazy, like, I love them to death. Like, I tell them to jump, they jump. Like, they're really like aggressive like fans, and I love it so much. But you can definitely tell, like, you know, there's some new faces watching us and all that. Like, people like come up to our signings and be like, yo, I've never heard of you guys before at all, and that was cool as shit. So it's like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? That's what Warped Tour is for. Like, try to generate some, you know, new fans and like all that kind of stuff.
It's honestly really cool, like meeting new fans every day, like new and old, and having them like kind of, like mixed together. All right, so like, what can people that haven't attended Warped Tour yet expect from you guys in the coming weeks?
Just like a really bouncy crowd. Like, you know, like obviously there's rules and regulations towards moshing. We're a heavy band, but you know, so instead of like calling for all like the crowd surfing and whatnot, I just like to make, you know, I just like to bring the bounce. Like that gets me the most pumped. I mean, I'll be jumping on stage the whole time. So
that's your ultimate to crowd surfing? Yeah. There we go.
Crowd surfing and moshing and every other thing I'm not allowed to say.
Totally works. I guess so, right? But crowd surfing's fun too. But I guess we can't do that this year. Not this year. Alright, so your new album, Ashes to Ashes. How do you feel about it? Like, how stoked are you on its release?
I'm honestly more proud of this release than any other release we've ever done as a band. Like, literally when this band started, it was just me and like a friend that I knew that knew how to play guitar, and I never sang or screamed like a word in my entire life. I literally was just like, hey, I want to be the singer. So like we started, and like every record to me was kind of like a learning experience, and I feel like this one and our last EP was like really like
top notch. Like
the ones that it's the ones I could actually be proud of, and like, you know.
So how was the writing process for this one different than your last release?
I mean, we kind of just like we got our shit down. Like a bunch of the members would kind of write like their own song, like completely, you know, and then we'd send it to each other, and we kind of like, you know, dissect and trim the fat and, you know, whatever, and, you know, restructure it a little bit. Some of the songs didn't even need to be restructured, and then I just put vocals to it, and it was just really just like, it was the most relaxed, like chill record I've ever, like, because we used to just sit down in like the practice space and be like, nah, that sucks, no, that sucks. So like worked a little smoother this time.
Oh, that's awesome. That must be so much better than just sitting there like...
Well, it's a lot more like, it's like, alright.
Yeah. So what song off of the album would you say is like the song that defines the album?
It's so hard because we have 15 tracks on the album, and we literally tried to make like a bunch of tracks like really different. Like there's a song on the record called Cheers to Us that's completely like not ChelseaGrin at all, really, you know what I mean? So we tried to like really like, you know, keep it fresh. But as far as like my favorite song, I'd probably have to say Clockwork.
Clockwork? That's an awesome song. I heard it the other day.
Thank you.
So now that you have this album coming out, like, what's your next big step as a band? Like, what do you want to do after this?
It all just depends. It all just depends on you know, how our fans react to the record, and I mean, how good it does. We have a tour lined up in the fall that I wish I could say, but it's not announced yet.
Damn.
But I mean, like, yeah, we're gonna be staying busy, and you know, we're gonna be promoting the new record really hard for, you know, a while. So.
Yeah. Well, that's good to hear. Good to hear. Now, you meet fans every day. What is the weirdest thing you've ever signed?
A dick.
Really?
Straight up.
Oh man, that was
signed a dick. No, fuck it.
Was that on this tour, or was that in like a previous?
It was actually in Europe. I believe it was in Germany.
I'm not surprised for whatever reason.
No shame.
Okay, well, on this tour so far, what's the weirdest thing you've signed?
Well, on this tour, like, we, you know, our tour manager like makes sure that everything stays pretty
PG.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So pretty average type stuff. Definitely no penises being signed.
Takes the fun out of the tour, man. It's like, come on. Alright, so now you guys are gonna tour like crazy after this, and then do you think you're gonna take a break, or are you gonna write some more, or are you gonna full out?
No, literally the rest of this year and probably all of next year is gonna be touring. We're probably gonna be on tour like 10 months of the year, and then, you know, I mean, I'd imagine that during that time we start writing a little bit, you know what I mean, keep it fresh. So yeah, I mean, we just, you know, our lineup right now is so solid. Everyone in it is like awesome. So I imagine we're gonna start pumping records out a lot faster than taking 3 years to put out a full length like the last one.
Well, yeah, I mean, if this writing process was super smooth, then there you go, you got it made. All right, well, that's all I have for you, unless there's something you want to say to the fans that will be watching this later.
All I can say is that Ashes is out July 8th. If you come to Warped Tour now, we have it, so
I picked it
get
up
down on that.
It's great. All right, so you guys can catch Chelsea Grin all summer long on Vans Warped Tour. Check them out on the Monster stage.